Very well. So when we last left, we had the intention to compete in gold rings with our little pals. And well, our little pals, if you don't remember, they are iWatch and Red Petal. So this name, Red Petal, which is not the red guy, I mean, that is just mean capitalism. Well, anyway, so we left a project for 2 years researching gold ring, and it'll take our tech to 57, but that's only in 2 years, so we're still not going to be able to have that. We're going to have to fight on other grounds. Taking a look around, we do have gold being sold at this port here at a terrible quality of 12, but this is Dubai, and I noticed that in Houston, you do not have access to products from seaports of other cities. So if you look here, no gold available. That's new. I never knew about that kind of rule. So we would be forced to build a factory in Dubai if we wanted to use this gold. Our other option, however, would be to build the mines ourselves and, just be free to choose where we want to produce it. Also, we would not be stuck to that 12 quality gold, which is just terrible. So we have this mine here, and look at that. It's quality of 96 and a reserve of 91. That takes the cost of the land to 97 million. And if you noticed, we have 97 million. We're not doing that, and probably our competitors are not going to be able to either. This other mine up here, well, guess what? It's even worse. It has a quality of 99, and the land cost is 105 million. 9 digits, dude. 9 digits. So in Houston, we have two other options, and they are much better. This guy here, 16 million, because the quality is only 53. That's reasonable. Our other option here is a little bit more expensive, but the quality is a little bit better as well. 60 for 25 million. Now, I would go with this guy because if you think about it, our competitors, they have access in Dubai to those two unreachable mines, so they're not options, or they have that terrible 12 gold. So the only two reasonable mines to build as alternatives are these two in Houston, and out of the two, I have the best gold. Actually, out of the two plus the port, so this is a good competitive advantage. Or we could actually sell the gold, which is probably what I'm going to do, to our competitors if they want, and that will help us pay for the costs. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up the mine. And there you go, 30 million total, mining, sales, and boom. So I'm going to let the game run a little bit, let the gold reach. There we go. Take it off internal sales, but I'm going to jack the price up. If you want to participate, go ahead, but guess what? You're paying for it. I'm going to put it up at 300 an ounce, if I'm not mistaken. Now, as for the factory, I think I'm going to build it up with our cluster here, just because it's a lot simpler. And let's go for a small factory. Now the reason I'm going with a small factory is, well, before I build it, let me just show you. Here we have Red Petal's factory, and this is where they are making gold rings. Well, that's where they were making gold rings. The reason why they shut down is because, bam, they were making a 4 million loss. 6 million here because, well, it just shut down everything. And our competitors are now only iWatch. They are starting only now. It's very recent. The factory itself is very recent, so they're competing with us in silver necklaces as well. The firm is still not making a profit as a consequence, but the production is small, the factory is smaller, and the production of gold rings is going to be divided with silver necklaces. So that's good for us. Our competition will be a lot easier than we thought. And let's just get going with our version of the factory. Best gold rings out there, right? And I'm going to take up a different approach here. One single purchasing cell. I'm going to actually link it immediately so we get things flowing through the chain. And I'm going to set up 4 manufacturing cells because I know our purchasing cell will keep up. Set those guys, and I'm going to put in an inventory cell just because I want to play with inventory a little bit. And that will keep things going. Now, if we just watch a little bit, you'll notice that we are already selling gold, even if it's on internal sales, and we haven't set anything up. Now, the reason that thing is going crazy is the store here. We saw that it's all bugged out. I mean, where the heck are the profit graphs, right? Supermarket has them. Nice and dandy. But this store here, it's just crazy. And look at this. You can stop the linkage. Boom, it just pops right back in. It starts building other product cells, and they're already selling our gold rings. What the heck is going on? The AI just took over this firm. Now, the AI can be set up to take over your firms, but you do have to set up a headquarters for that. You have to contract a person to be your chief operating officer, and you have to designate that guy specifically to that firm. that's not the case here. So the only option I have is actually, lose money here because of the stupid bug. But bugs happen, right? First time I ever saw this. Never seen this type of bug before. Now things should work fine. Now I know I'm competing in this elegant watch market with our little friends of Red Petal. They're charging a lot less. Competitors are at 16 overall quality. We're at 23. I think we're okay with this price, but I am going to put it a little bit lower just so that we don't get left in the dust. As for the gold rings, we're starting now. We do have competition from iWatch. Their quality is only 17. Now if you look at the mines, guess what? They're already purchasing our top-notch quality 60 gold. So that means their quality, here, their quality will slowly crawl up to our 51, and that our advantage there will just simply disappear. So we do not have to be charging this low of a price with 37 overall rating if local competitors are at 23 and our main competitors are only at 13. I mean, come on. So I'm gonna put the price up a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, actually, got a less overall rating than our local or incompetent local competitors. I'm gonna put that price up there. Okay, 30. That's a little bit more reasonable. Maybe a little bit more. 29. Okay, and that should be that. Hopefully, our competitors, as they reach up our quality of 51, they'll be fine with our price and they'll put their price up, and we'll all make a little bit more money. Okay. The next thing I want to do is look at the supermarket. I think there's some optimization to do. So if you look, we have 1 purchasing chicken, 2 selling chicken, and they're all at 100% utilization. That's fine, but the demand is still higher. So I'm going to put this price up a little bit more. And if we look at the product, we have no competitors. So I think we're fine with that. Ice cream seems balanced. Wine does not. So we have no competitors here either, but we are at the same problem that we had with the chicken before. Excess demand, just 1 sales, 1 purchase, and this guy's at half utilization. So I'm going to double the sales, link those. I do not need advertising here as I do not have any supermarket products. And hopefully this guy will start just crawling up there and we'll be just selling more wine. If you look at the quantity graph, that should go up. And we can even raise the price because we have no competitors. And they're already crawling. Good. Leave that there. As for our mines, our factory, we're still on internal sale. I want to turn that off, put the price a little bit higher, and let other companies just buy our gold rings. Why not, right? Get economies of scale. So our silver mine, this is another problem here. So we are actually giving silver for our friends to compete with us, and we have an awesome quality of 86 here. This silver is great. Doesn't make sense that we take this 400,000 loss for the team. We're not even a team, right? So I'm going to put this price up. Greatly up. I'll try 85. Let's see how that changes things or doesn't change things. And let's take a look at our gold mine. This guy, on the other hand, is making money, which is very rare for a mine, actually. And we are selling to our friends, so that's good. As for the gold chain, our factory is starting to crawl into the profit zone. That's good as well. And our store is in the profit zone as well. Good. So our jewelry chain overall is fine. This guy's losing 400,000, but this guy's making 400,000. Hopefully it won't die out. We do have competition. We're selling to our little pals there. Let's put up the prices a little bit. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit more balanced. Okay, so we're doing pretty okay now. If we take a look at Dubai, speed up to 3, why not? Their factory is on the 0 side. Okay, they're not doing bad. They have plenty of demand for silver necklaces, but not for gold rings. Gotta keep that in mind. As for the gold from the port, it's actually selling a lot less because our iWatch friends are not really managing to get their gold rings out of the factory. They are, but nobody's taking them. You can see here, I have 2 clients. Who are you? Oh, they're just starting now. Okay, so things will start rolling for them as well, so we will not have a monopoly. And for me, that's fine. We're all making money. As you can see, our profit is at 16 mil. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to take another round of optimization because this store is way brand new. Prices are similar. We are much better than local competition. I think we can sneak in a little bit of raise here because our demand is higher, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, our demand is higher. The gold rings, either quality is already crawling up, it's at 23. But our overall rating is far better. I will not mess on the price because local competitors are good. And if you look at silver necklaces, we do have those guys creeping into our market, producing way out in Dubai, but selling in Houston. Who would have guessed, right? And as for prices, well, total cost of 120, that's not making much money, right? They are selling at the same price. They have the same quality because they're using our silver. However, we do have a little bit of brand. Now, not only am I going to raise the price a little bit, look at our overall rating. It's 55 and the local competitors are 19. Doesn't make sense for all of us to be up at this level. Let's jack up the price. Hopefully they'll jack up their price and we'll all make a little bit more money. Now, as I was touching on the subject of overall rating and brand rating, let's get into it. How do they quantify how much quality you have as an overall rating and brand rating? What is this? So consumers, they perceive value in your products. In the case of silver necklace, it's 42% price, 47% quality, and 11% brand. What's this? Disease pigs, not my business. Okay, getting back to the necklaces. So 42% price, 47 quality, 11 brand. In this category, the main concerns are price and quality. Brand counts, but not as much. Very well, so price is pretty much obvious. Quality, what makes quality, right? So if you look down here, this is how quality is computed. Out of the 100 possible points, 30% is production quality, 70% is raw material quality. Those are the two main factors that count into quality. Now, production quality is technology. That means our technology level is 30. However, in the world, the top technology starts out at 100. That means we're at a penalty right from the start. So we get 30 points out of those 30. That means we get 9. That's 30% out of 30%. If we had a competitor that was actually at 200 technology level, we would actually be 30 of 200 and not of 100. That means those 9 will fall to 4.5. I don't know if it rounds up or rounds down, but so that's how it works. So we're going for 57 technology in gold ring. That will help us improve a little bit from this 30. If we look at our R&D center really quickly, we're going for a target tech of 101 in silver necklaces. That means we're going to start pushing other people's production quality down. If we continue advancing, let's say we get down to like, hypothetically, to 1,000, they'll get like 0.9, they'll get 1 out of those 9 points. So that's important to keep in mind. It might not be much get down from 9 to 1, but that's because production quality as a whole is just like 30% of quality, and quality, you have to remember that that's only 47% of the concern to the consumer. So that starts getting smaller and smaller. If we advance the raw material quality, that's pretty self-explanatory. That's the quality of our silver in this case, of our gold for gold rings. And for other products, like for instance, if you're talking about cars, down the line, you're going to need steel. So steel quality counts into let's say the car body, and the car body has a small portion in the total of the car. So things start to break down very slightly. Now, having that said, we have excellent silver. That gives us 60 out of 70. So our product quality is 69. We just dominate this market in terms of quality. Our competitor, they're buying our silver. That's why I started to charge more from them. And we have a difference now in brand. What does that mean? Where does brand come from? This is only 11%, so it's not that important. But brand are these two guys here, awareness and loyalty. So awareness comes if you start an advertising campaign. That goes up. With time, as soon as you stop, it'll start falling down. Loyalty, however, is tied to the quality of your product. I'm not sure exactly how this works, if it's tied to your competitor's quality as well or what, but I know that when you have a bad product, this brand loyalty, it actually becomes negative. That means your consumers start rejecting your brand. And you can even have a positive awareness, but that negative loyalty will actually nullify that. You'll have an overall bad brand rating. So you got to keep that in mind. Our quality here in this case is excellent. We're actually building loyalty and awareness naturally. Probably because, I guess we're selling in many places at once. Red Petal's doing it. They're selling in Dubai. So that probably counts to awareness as well. And loyalty because the quality is great. But this quality will probably trickle into this guy as well, to iWatch. We'll just wait and see. As for price, we lowered our overall rating to 47 by raising the prices. Our competitor did the same, so they know that this difference in price, I mean, we're just too low in price compared to the local competitors. It's like as if Coke and Pepsi were both selling their product for really, really low, and they were both just, losing money in the process. So why not just jack up the price, hope our pals do the same. Now we're at an overall rating of 30, local competitors 20. Hopefully these guys will start raising their price, and we'll all make more money again. Now, we are building a brand advantage. They are not, so probably they'll have to sacrifice a few cents off the price. But, tough luck, right? Okay, so that basically goes through how the product works. Silver necklaces, good to notice that they are part of the product class of jewelry along with gold rings. And the necessity index is 10%. So if the economic climate of Houston or Dubai, they enter recession or panic, the sales of these products will fall. Look at Dubai, it's prosperous as well, so we're doing fine. If you look at bread, for instance, their necessity index is really high. After all, you can't stop eating, right? So our supermarket is already up to 3 million, that's excellent. We're making 310,000 here, that's pretty good. Again, watch this could probably go higher. Let's see how their prices are. Let's see. They are not increasing their prices. We're actually taking a hit in our market share, but well, no big deal. Silver necklaces, we are actually producing more than we can sell. I mean, yeah, supply is high, but profit's okay. I mean, we can optimize that better later. 3 million profit here. As for our little mine here, we're making an excellent 570,000 selling to iWatch. Our silver mine is still making a loss. Maybe you have to raise this guy. Do that, see what happens. Still selling to them. And our factories, more or less, we are selling to Red Petal. Good. And our factory of gold rings, we're only selling to ourselves. We're not on internal sale. We can turn this guy down perhaps. Put it down to 345. See if that attracts anybody. Our R&D of gold rings is complete. Okay, so let's get into technology. So our practice is complete here. We've got 2 years done. Got our technology up to 57. Now we can either stop this project and restart it at a different time, or we can just keep on going. I think I may terminate it. We will be at technology 57. Now, if we recall, our competitors, most notably iWatch, if you look at their technology, since we do have trade secrets enabled just to show you how the game works, and we go to products with R&D only, they are researching silver necklace but not gold rings anymore. Red Petal. Okay, nobody's producing gold rings anymore. We actually have a monopoly in the interest. I mean, we're the only company with interested in producing gold rings apparently. So that's a new thing, new turn. They were trying to research gold rings and they were going to get some advantage. So let's look at Dubai. How is their factory going? They're making money. Okay, they won't be changing so soon. They have demand. I think it may be interesting to keep on pushing for more technology. I'm actually not going to apply this to our factories yet, because if we do, we may actually kill our little buddy. So I am going to terminate this guy, and I'm going to go back to gold rings, but I'm going to start a longer project. The longer the project, the more tech you'll make. So I'll go for perhaps 3 years. What will 3 years take us to? 94. Actually try to push beyond 100. So I'm going to go for 5 years. That will take us to 125, and I'll start giving them a larger penalty. Good. Silver necklace is almost complete. Here, this is where we're really worried. So we're going to reach 101. We're almost at the end of the project. As for our buddy, for detail, iWatch, technology. Oh, here's gold ring. Must have been blind. So they're going for target tech 90. So it's a good idea. We're actually going for 125, but they're going to get there in 3 years. Okay. They're actually current tech 52, so they actually completed their project. That's why it wasn't showing up here. Time's slowly trickling by. They reactivated their project for 3 years, and they're going for 90. Okay, we are going for 125, 5 years. We're currently at 57, so they're actually going to have a period where they're going to be at an advantage over us. That's fine. I'll just shove it right back at them, jerks. As for silver necklace, okay, so we're going from 30 to 101, and we're almost there. They are going from 30 to 115, but there's still probably some 3 to 4 years out. We're gonna reach 101, then we're gonna be able to start another project and probably keep up the pace. They're only doing it on a 1-unit research project. We're doing it on a 6-unit. That's why we are so much quicker. I mean, so much more powerful. That's a better way to say it. And things should be fine. Good. So, I'm going to end this episode here. We're going to just take a quick review. So, as for pals, we actually have the highest amount of cash. We have 150 million. That's more than we started this episode. We have an annual revenue of 93 million. Again, the highest. Very close. Very close to Red Petal. Good job, Red Petal. As for annual profit, bad job, Red Petal. We're at 26 million. Top. We are the best company out there so far. Now, as for profit, we're up to 26. So we were at 16 when we started. So we gained another extra 10 million. We've got more cash in the bank. We've set up our second mine, our second line of products. We've completed an R&D project, going for more. We've rebuilt our lazy, buggy retail store. Our supermarket is actually doing more money. And we're the best company out there. So good job, everybody. And I'll see you in the next episode.